Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the extraordinary attorney Woo. And personally, I've been waiting to see when we're going to get that scene with her being in her little dolphin hat and stuff. And it turns out it was in episode 12, and it was a pretty good scene there, pretty comical. Anyways, as I'm speaking right now, Attorney Woo is ranked number 6 on Netflix's top 10 shows being watched. How accurate that is, who knows? Sometimes those numbers are flubbed. However, they got this show at number 6. No idea what it would be in Korea. I imagine it'd probably be a lot higher because this is a great show, and I'm glad that people are enjoying it as much as I am. So the last 2 episodes, at 11 and 12, confirmed that Attorney Woo's mom is really a piece of work. She's out there trying to, I wouldn't say destroy her career, but she's at least trying to get her to get fired. That way it would give her more pressure to join her mother's law firm over there in America. So she's going all out. And Attorney Kwan, he's really being more and more of a bad person. We'll just say bad person. I had other words I was going to use, but we'll just leave it at a bad person. And hopefully he gets what he deserves. Hopefully karma gets him, or he'll repent of his mistakes. And I'm still hoping that will happen for Woo's mother. I'm still hoping for a happy ending where her and her mother are like getting along and it's all out in the public. But we'll just wait and see if that's going to be the ending they're going to go for. One thing I do enjoy about this series is that she doesn't always represent good people. These last 2 episodes, she's probably represented like the 2 of her worst clients. I'm trying to think back before of her previous clients, but these 2 are really like, the worst. You got the episode 11. She represented the guy who supposedly was in a lottery group, and one of the people won, and then they were suing him because they said it was a group thing. And it turns out that whether that was true or not, it's hard to say, but it turns out the guy she was representing was actually not a very good person at all. And then in the second episode, episode 12, we see that she represented a company that was trying to discriminate against women in a roundabout way, not like out front, discriminating against them, but using tactics to get these women to quit. Personally, I never understood that aspect of companies, if it's really going on out there. I have managed 2 companies myself, and that's nothing that's never crossed my mind was to discriminate against women or people or minorities or anything like that, because I was just trying to employ the best people that I could so that the company could succeed. So it's like, why people would discriminate, I have no idea. I did like the fact that this company wasn't a Korean-owned company. It was actually a German-owned company who, for some reason, didn't like women working for them. So I don't know if that was a political statement there going on or what. But it wasn't a Korean-owned company. I believe it was like a German company buying out a Korean company, and then that German company wanting them to eliminate the women for some reason. Anybody who a wife, it was a husband and wife combo that was working there that was wanting to get rid of the wives in a roundabout way. However, enough of that. I would say in episode 11, the whole usually they do pretty good, I feel, on the case when they have cases. But episode 11, I felt like they kind of just skimmed over it. It was like a weak representation of what was going on. It was just something there to throw in there, and just but they didn't really go on to the case very much. They just got a witness saying, yes, I heard them saying that they were going to go into it together, and that's about it. It didn't really. So I feel like that case representation was not really presented very well. I think it's like the first time I actually felt that way watching this series. The other other episodes, I felt like the cases were well developed and stuff. But that one, it just seemed like they just kind of skimmed over it. Didn't really want to get into it very much. And was just looking for a way to get on to the part where, you know, the guy is a scumbag to his wife. And he's kind of like a shady character. So moving forward, I see what else really stuck out in my mind. Those 2 episodes. Looking down my notes. Anything worth mentioning? We get to see her relationship with Ho. Sorry, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Kind of develop. It's going to be interesting because we see that these 2 characters are don't have very many similarities on things that they like. You know, he kind of mentions this in episode 12, you know. What she considers to be fun dates is something he doesn't consider to be a fun date. But he does it because he likes her, which, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, that's what you do when you're in a relationship. You like somebody, you love somebody, is that you're willing to do things that they like, but you don't really like. And so as long as you can have that compromise, it's great. But it seems like right now, like not only what they like, their activities like they like to do are different. There's going to be a possibility that, you know, just in general, that they just don't have the connection, you know, the same similarities. You know, it's okay to have, you know, opposites attract, but there's usually a core thing that keeps those kinds of couples together. So we'll see if they have that core that they are similar. And I believe that with these 2 characters, the core is like they like to helping out people, doing good service and stuff. But we'll see if that is enough. See, next week's going to be episode 13 to 16 for you Korean K-drama fans out there. That means probably in the next 2 episodes, we can see a breakup. Probably around episode 14, we'll probably see a separation. 15, it's depending on how the series goes. About halfway through it, maybe towards the end, they'll get back together, or maybe it'll last to episode 16, depending if they're going to go full-blown with this relationship. Also, with the previews, it looks like we're going to get a chance to see her friends hook up with her co-workers. We'll see if her best friend is able to change Attorney Kwan or not, or if she'll actually realize that this guy is a jerkbag, which I believe he is. Like through the whole series, hasn't really done anything redeemable. He's always been kind of like that, you know, that weasel guy. You know, that weasel guy is willing to stab anybody behind the back. So we'll see. Hopefully he gets fired. That's where I'm at right now. Hopefully he'll do something to redeem himself. But, you know, I just want him completely destroyed right now. I don't like Attorney Kwan whatsoever. Poor Attorney Cho, we find out that she was being used. Luckily that somebody told her about her new boyfriend before he was able to con her out of her money. So I'm expecting that the bearded friend will get a second shot at wooing her. Attorney Cho, I kind of like her. You know, at first I thought she was going to be like the evil character, but she's actually a pretty cool character. And then we got another big development that her boss, the Attorney Woo, he's kind of sick. I was thinking maybe he got poisoned. We'll see what happens. I mean, coughing up blood, it seems like that's a thing in these, not only in Korean dramas, but like in other Asian countries. Like when somebody's sick, they always cough up blood. I don't know very many people cough up blood, and usually that's a sign of something very serious. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the other guy that, you know, who's on a rampage might have poisoned him a little bit. We'll see if they go anywhere with that in the next episode. Doesn't look like they are. Looks like it's just going to be like a one-shot thing off. Which was kind of a weird storyline, to be honest, in episode 12, was that at the beginning, somebody he represented was, you know, he stabbed another attorney, and he thought he was going to come after him. But it didn't really go anywhere. Just seeing him being afraid, you know. I would be afraid too if I find out that there was somebody attacked attorney that, you know, he felt was responsible for him being sentenced to go to prison. But it didn't really go anywhere, which was kind of weird. So Unless they do something with these next episodes, come back to it, it'll be, we'll see. But right now, I'm thinking it's just a one-off thing. Like I said earlier, Attorney Wu's mom, she's right. She's very greedy. She's very selfish. She's a very selfish character. Only think about herself and her career, which, she doesn't really need to go that way because, as we know, Attorney Wu and her dad are not into the revenge thing, or, they just want to do their own thing and let the mom do her own thing, but she's freaking out for no reasons. I guess if you're in her shoes, though, she doesn't know the Attorney Wu and her father as well as us viewers do. So I guess it would be explainable for her to react that way. So hopefully we'll see. We get 4 more episodes. Unfortunately, I wish it was a little longer, but 4 more episodes. We'll see if there's any redeeming quality in her. And I don't know. I don't really know where the series is going. Probably with the relationship. I think her and her man will get together. As for her mother, I'm hoping that they'll reconcile, but it's hard to say right now. And I don't really know if Attorney Wu will stay with this company. Like I said earlier, it's good that they don't have that none of her clients are good, and it creates this conundrum within her. She's starting to think, she's starting to think like, should I actually represent people that I don't really want to? And the only way she's going to be able to represent those that she really wants to is to create her own law firm. So we'll see if she quits, and maybe she will start her own law firm. That way she can make sure that she actually likes the people that she represents and isn't conflicted with, the moral decision. Do I represent these scumbags, or do I just represent people that I feel like are good people? We'll see where she goes with that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you. Bye.